All right, everybody, hello. I'm here today with Matt from Crypto Coffee YouTube channel, and let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about market, Bitcoin, altcoins, and many other things. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Julian. Thanks for having me.
How do you do, brother, today?
Oh, it's just another day in crypto on the roller coaster. So, I'm we were talking about this earlier. I got a random airdrop today, free money falling out of the sky. It's only in crypto do you just get free money by just holding coins. So, airdrop farming for some people is kind of a strategy, but it's hit or miss, right? Some of them are good, some of them aren't worth anything. And some people work really hard to farm airdrops and then they get screwed over in the end. I don't think it's a winning strategy, but it's nice when you get lucky and you just get some random money sent to your wallet.
But you got how much today?
Yeah, so I got like 100,000 of this like random shitcoin, and I go look it up on Dex Screener. It's got $38,000 of liquidity. It's they gave me like something like 1 or 2% of the whole entire total supply. I don't know why they did it. I think they're airdropping this coin to all the Pulse Chain influencers trying to get us to talk about it. But I'm not even going to tell you what the coin is called because, like, to me, it's just a random shitcoin. But, without slippage, it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. If I tried to dump it all in one go, I'd eat like 80% slippage and, I could only get a little bit of money. So that's the game, right? You got to watch out for these low liquidity coins because it might say you've got $50,000 of a coin, but you try to sell it and you're only going to get $10,000. And that's because, it has a lot to do with liquidity. So people think market cap matters. I think liquidity matters a lot more than market cap, right? It's not just how many coins are out there, how many coins are actually for sale.
And this is the golden thought for today, guys. Yeah, basically what you just said is 100% accurate and really important. People are looking at market cap. There's the sites called CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, etc. And by the way, these sites are ranking coins observing the market cap. Yeah, the market
It's
cap.
not the best way to rank, in my personal opinion. And of course, I'm biased because I'm a bit pissed off with CoinMarketCap.com, CoinGecko.com, because they are actually manually gatekeeping some of my favorite coins off of the homepage where they should be. If people don't know me yet, I really like Pulse Chain, this one right here, and I really like PLSX. I really like Hex. If you look up all these coins and you look at their market cap, they should be $1 billion market cap or more. They should be ranked 50 or 60 on CoinMarketCap.com. Yet CoinMarketCap just manually delists them. And just if you look at the market cap metric, it's not that hard to calculate, right? What is the price multiplied by circulating supply? But then you go look at CoinMarketCap, go search for PLS, for example, and it just says not available. The data is available, okay? So they're basically just lying, and they just don't want you to see some of these coins. And why is that? Well, it's not only Pulse Chain that they do this for. They treat coins arbitrarily, and it's kind of not fair. They gatekeep whatever they feel like, and so just beware when you're on CoinMarketCap that you're not always going to get the most accurate data.
Yeah, but what exactly do you mean? That they are hiding something? Do you mean that they are deleting it from their website or just ranking it at the bottom?
Well, I can share my screen if you'd like.
Yeah.
Because this would actually probably make more sense to see it live. Okay, so we've got the screen up. What you're looking at right now is the Pulse Chain data, right? Look at the market cap. Over here, it actually reports the market cap. It says $900 million market cap, yet it's ranked 5,797. Now, $900 million market cap should be on the homepage pretty high up here, right? 900 million would put us at about rank 80, not 5,000. So, we should be above EOS, we should be above Tezos, we should be somewhere around here. And yet they're just hiding it. And the reason that they give is because Well, the current reason, they're always changing the goalposts. The latest they've said is that we don't have enough centralized exchange listings. Okay. Centralized exchange listings, first of all, we have quite a few. They're not necessarily the best ones, but we've got all these. Really, decentralized exchanges matter more than centralized exchanges because it's verifiable on-chain data. You can't fake the order book. You can't do as much wash trading. Sure, there's arbitrage bots. Sure, you've got flash loans and sandwich attacks, but it's nowhere near the corruption of centralized exchanges. A lot of these centralized exchanges, they have fake volume, fake data, and you don't really know what you're getting. And if you look at the error message right here, it says CoinMarketCap has not verified the project's market cap. It's not that hard to it's not that hard to verify. You go look at the blockchain data. It's really, really easy to verify. So whatever this means, CoinMarketCap not verified. I mean, CoinMarketCap should not be the authority when you as an individual can go look at the on-chain blockchain data. And I could pull up another screen just to show you guys. This pulls actual blockchain data, and I'll share this with you now. So the market cap here is showing us $976 million market cap, right, for PLS. So that is where we're at today. That's where we're at. And so apparently they value centralized exchange listing data more than decentralized exchange data, which is this crypto, right? Crypto was invented to get rid of the middlemen. So why do we what middlemen are saying?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Do you know of any ranks, crypto ranks, that they are ranking coins by volume? Yeah, not by volume, but by liquidity. I'm searching for it right now.
Okay.
Maybe
See, the thing that they're not reporting is all the liquidity in Pulse Chain is on the Pulse X trading platform. So it's actually, I saw somebody online, they were kind of, here, I'll share my screen one more time. Somebody online the other day was making me laugh because they were talking shit about Pulse Chain, saying, look at the volume of 24-hour volume. Only $2,000 of volume, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is not accounting the fact that everybody in Pulse Chain is trading on chain. Everybody in Pulse Chain is trading on Pulse X.
So this is not, it's not looking at the volume on Pulse Chain, yes?
Right. And if you look at the volume, I'll show you the volume right now. Let's go back to the other website that we were just at, and I'll show you the real volume. Again, CoinMarketCap won't show you guys this.
But you are promoting Pulse Chain because you are owner of Pulse Chain, their co-owner, or?
Yes, big owner of Pulse Chain, Pulse X, Hex. And now I got into these coins during the sacrifice phase, right? And today's prices are actually 40% cheaper than when I got in. So I've been telling people about it at the low points because I believe that when the bull market kicks off, there's going to be a lot of opportunity here. And you can see the volume. Today, we've got $10 million of volume. Typically, we have about $30 million of volume. And this is only on one of the decentralized exchanges. So 30 million is a lot more than 12,000.
30, how much volume, 24-hour?
24-hour volume today so far is $10 million.
And real trades, real people, not bots?
Real people, right? Because it's, well, I mean, some of these could be bots, but they are, because it costs money to run bots on a blockchain.
I'm not using Pulse Chain, to be honest. So I'm new to this thing. I'm using BNB most of the times.
Okay. Well,
not so much ETH, because of trading fees. I don't like to pay, $60, even $60 just for a swap, or hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm not using Solana too much. I don't know why. Maybe I know why. Because on Binance Smart Chain, I have the most amount of trading pairs, and pretty high liquidity, comparing to another chains like Arbitrum, etc. And on Solana, I have around 3 times less trading pairs than on Binance Smart Chain. So how about Pulse Chain, and how about, because I'm not trading on this, how about fees, etc. Why you choose Pulse Chain?
Sure. Well, the gas fees are cheaper than Binance Smart Chain. It's currently 15 times cheaper than BSC. Obviously, everything is cheaper than Ethereum, right? Ethereum is very expensive, so that's why we have all these alternative layer one blockchains. So there's all kinds of different liquidity pools. Let's see, I can go pull up some more stats. Almost 1 million active wallets. Liquidity on the primary DEX is almost $300 million. In total, we've got about $350 million in total liquidity, about $500 million in TBL.
Can you show some rank of
Sure.
or of your pairs on Pulse chain? I would like to see, the main trading pairs with a volume and maybe liquidity.
Yeah, let me actually pull up DEX Screener. I really like DEX Screener when it comes to Ethereum Pulse chain. This is on-chain data, right? So DEX Screener pulls things from, you can see all these Solana, mostly shitcoins on top. But then if you dive into Pulse chain, right on the left-hand side, pull these up. We've got the top 4 DEXs are PulseX, 9mm, 9-inch, SparkSwap, and you've got some other ones as well. The top volume pairs, I mean, you've got coins trading for $250,000 daily, under $1 million liquidity pools, but significant liquidity for a lot of these coins. This pair's got 1 million, 2.7 million. Typically, if you're trying to do a clip size of a couple $1,000s, you'll have no problem. You'll have minimal slippage on a lot of these coins.
Can you rank it from the highest volume, 24-hour volume?
24-hour volume, sure. So it looks like people are trading INC right now with $1 million volume, PulseX, Hex. These are the top traded pairs. A lot of these are meme coins as well, because what people don't realize, Pulse Chain is kind of having its own meme coin season right now. It's very interesting. A lot of people, when you hear meme coins, usually people think of Solana, people think of Base, even Binance Smart Chain. It's all happening on Pulse Chain too. So, obviously you can tell I'm kind of a maxi.
So you are an investor in Pulse Chain or a co-creator of the chain?
Well, I'm a content creator and yes, an investor for sure. And basically I just promote the projects within the Pulse Chain ecosystem. I try to talk about what's happening, all the people building. I'm not a developer, so.
Yeah. So why you decided to choose this chain versus, Avalanche, Optimism, Mantle, and many others?
Yeah, well, the community and the founder are a big part of it, right? The community is organic, the community is grassroots. It's not like anything else I've really seen in all of crypto. So that might be the biggest reason. But on top of that, Pulse Chain is a cheaper, faster clone of Ethereum 2.0. So basically you get to keep all the good parts of Ethereum, all the security, all of the decentralization, but you have, 1,000 times cheaper fees. So you also don't have to sacrifice centralization, right? A lot of these layer 2 networks, Arbitrum and Optimism, and Base, these are actually layer 2 networks. So with layer 2s, yes, they are cheaper, but you have to sacrifice all of the decentralization. There's only one single node, one single sequencer node running all of the transactions that roll up to Ethereum on Optimism and Base and all the layer 2s. So if this node goes down or gets censored or decides to manually shut people down, it's kind of the opposite of why crypto was invented. So, Binance Smart Chain is a layer 1, Solana is a layer 1, Ethereum is a layer 1, Pulse Chain is a layer 1. It's important to know the difference between a layer 1 and a layer 2.
Yeah, I assume that I know the difference, but probably not every other viewer. What do you think is the main difference?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many blockchains out there, and I'm not an expert on every single one, but the main difference between an L1 and an L2 is centralization, right? L2s have a single person or a small team of people that validate all the transactions. Pulse Chain, for example, Pulse Chain has worldwide validators. It's got 50,000 validators all across the globe. And we can actually pull up a cool visual here. Let me show you. So we've got this globe down here.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's kind of hidden behind all these statistics, but you can see nodes appearing all over the world. Currently, actually, Pulse Chain validators get almost 10% APY just for staking Pulse Chain. Pretty good deal right now. A lot of people are doing that. Just like it costs 32 Ethereum. It costs 32 Ethereum to run an Ethereum validator. Well, it costs 32 million Pulse to run a PLS validator. And today, that's less than $2,000. If we do a 10x, from here, then it's going to become $20,000. It'll start to get very much more expensive. So a lot of people are buying their Pulse now, staking it in a validator and earning money that way.
Yeah, let's look at Pulse Chain price. I would like to say it.
Sure. Yeah. So the price, and I'm not going to use CoinMarketCap. I'll use the on-chain.
And by the way, guys, I want to declare that nothing here is a financial advice, and more, I would like to declare that he didn't pay me to do this. I'm not paid at all. He's talking about Pulse Chain and good. Let's talk about anything we want.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for being just open-minded, and I don't typically pay anybody for content, right?
But to be honest, me and Matt, we are getting probably tens of different messages every single week. And that's how it works. Companies are sending us emails every single day to promote their projects. Most of them, I don't know most of them, and that's why I assume that most of them aren't good projects for promoting. I don't have, a few hours a day to check my emails and check the projects and then think about how to promote it. So basically, that's why I don't do this at all. I don't promote any kind of projects besides only that on which I'm working on. Yeah. But I'm not promoting any kind of new projects. I'm not getting paid at all. And and I assume that is how our crypto community should work. Unfortunately, it's not like this. Most of marketers and YouTube creators are just for. I don't want to say this, but most of YouTube marketers are just for sale and like in a market, in a supermarket, they have prices. Price for this, price for that, price for this, price for that. I'm getting messages every week. What is your price to do this? What is your price to do the video? What is your price to do 30 seconds in your video? And I'm answering, I don't have a price. I'm just not doing it. I don't have a price.
That's the game. That's the game. You'll never see an Excel spreadsheet for me saying price tag for the video.
Price 300 for this, 1,000 for this. It's
crazy.
Still,
It's the classic influencer playbook, but yeah, it's nice to meet other people that just kind of talk about what they truly like to talk about. So this is the price of PLS on the screen here. We've had some pumps. We've basically kind of flatlined. We had a big dip early on. And so, I got in at basically 0.0001. I'll draw a horizontal line where I got in.
Mm-hmm.
My largest chunk of purchases was this blue line here. So you've had a lot of opportunity to buy underneath this blue line. And I really feel that Pulse Chain is only just getting started. It's only a year old. And when altcoin dominance rises again, typically altcoin dominance comes about 6 to 8 months after Bitcoin halving. And I think this one is primed to pump just because of all the builders I see, all the content creators I see. And at the end of the day, it's the community.
What is the volume of
Let's see.
Yes.
The volume today on this particular pair.
The biggest pair, I mean, the biggest pair, biggest volume.
Let's see. So this, I wish I could read the volume here. Let me see if I need to go back to Dex Screener. Dex Screener. go. Looks like the volume today is $2.2 million.
24 hour.
24 hours, right?
$2.2 million. So you can. So it's okay. If I will be buying Pulse Chain today, from my perspective, I will say, and I will see volume $2.2 million. I will put in the trade, in the position, maximum $20,000, $22,000, because I'm dividing 24-hour volume by 100.
Okay.
So I'm putting no more than 1% of 24-hour volume into a coin, into a position. That's why I'm asking.
Interesting. Okay, that's a good strategy. I personally, I would look at the liquidity, and so for me,
Liquidity also. So what is liquidity?
so this is 35 million on this pair.
All right.
Meaning divided by 100, it's about $300,000. So,
but
you probably
$300,000. I will not do it.
Yeah, you typically want to be at least 100x lower in terms of your clip size than the liquidity. And most people probably don't have $300,000 to just throw into a coin, but yeah, volume and liquidity, important metrics.
So I have another question. What about,
Sure.
because this is the main coin. So what about inflation?
What coin?
Inflation of this coin.
So the inflation on this coin is the exact same as the Ethereum inflation. If you look at, hold on a second.
Because this is a copy of ETH.
Right. And so Ethereum, it's inflationary sometimes, but other times it's deflationary, and it's due to the fee burning, right? Some small portion of all the Ethereum fees get burned. Some small portion of all the Pulse Chain fees get burned. So let me find the data right now. My internet's a bit slow. Here we go.
Your internet should be fast as hell. You're a trader, you're an investor.
No, I don't trade. I buy and hold. That's all I do.
Okay, that's why you have slow internet.
It's the Puerto Rico internet, man.
Puerto Rico, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just because my resources are being taken by the restream. Still loading. But I believe that today Pulse Chain is about 0.15% deflationary.
Okay, so it's easy. It's great. If it's 1.5, it's awesome, because I'm comparing it, for example, to not to US dollar, which has inflation of over 3% theoretically, but I'm comparing it to different coins and altcoins. For example, Ripple, XRP, have inflation, real inflation around 13%.
It's a lot.
For me, it's too much. It's a lot, I'm not selling my dollars to buy a 13% inflationary asset.
And on top of that, the company Ripple itself, every single month is dumping on retail. Millions of dollars. Yeah. And this is just what they do every month.
That's why the price is still at the bottom compared to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the Ripple holders because they've been holding for 10 years and the price has not really done too much.
So I have another question about not inflation, but about distribution, because this is another big thing. I mean, the 100 biggest holders, or maybe 10 biggest holders of Pulse Chain.
Sure. Yeah, the distribution is, I believe it's pretty widely distributed. There were, I think, 30,000 people in the original sacrifice phase. 30,000
rights?
Let me check. I need to look at the Block Explorer.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Let's find out. Top accounts. All right. Well, there are trillions of Pulse Chain in existence. and you could see a lot of them are wrapped in the wrapped PLS contract, right?
But
all these individual.
which one is the main one?
Sorry.
Which one is? No. Top accounts. Okay.
Yeah, top accounts. So, it's pretty distributed. I wish there was like a pie chart or something.
Do you have any rank? I mean, the biggest holders, rich list, so called.
Yeah, I mean these are the biggest holders, but we have a very limited block explorer here. It's a fork of.
Pulse chain is Hex, yes.
Pulse chain is a blockchain that Hex lives on top of the Pulse chain blockchain.
So Hex is the biggest, the main coin.
It's one of the major coins. There's so many things built on top of Pulse chain, but yeah, Hex is kind of one of the primary blue chips, you could say.
Yeah, because you showed me the chart of wrapped PLS.
Mm-hmm.
Which coin is like ETH on Pulse chain?
That would be PLS.
PLS.
Right. PLS is to Pulse chain like ETH is to Ethereum.
I cannot find it. I cannot find the rich list of PLS.
Yeah, I mean it's we don't have a very good block explorer right now, so it's kind of hard. It's pretty well distributed, right? I just there's going to be whales in every coin, of course, but people don't really worry about the primary holder. The founder of the coin basically owns 90%, right?
90%?
That's the rumor in Pulse chain.
90 or 19?
90.
Ooh, it's too much.
Now, what if I told you that this address in the past 4 years has never sold a single coin?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
So why do he hold?
Well, if the you would ideally want the largest distribution to be in the strongest hands, right? So this address, most people consider it to be a dormant wallet, kind of like Satoshi owns 1 million Bitcoin, right? What if Satoshi comes back from the dead and sells all of his Bitcoin, right? It's something that people don't really worry about because people either think he's dead or whatever. Vitalik Buterin, the Ethereum Foundation, owns a lot of Ethereum.
Yeah, but don't you afraid? Because I assume that you are holding some Pulse tokens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of people are.
Don't you afraid?
What do you mean rank?
I mean that if you are holding, for example, BTC.
Yep.
The probability of that one person will dump the price is almost zero because there is no one person who holds, even 50%.
Well, the top 2,000 addresses own 40% of it.
Top 2,000 on BTC.
Right, but judging by the liquidity, right? Let's say Grayscale owns about 3% of all Bitcoin, which they do.
But it's
what if they just dump? Right? But 3% dumping into the liquidity pools could murder the price. Absolutely, because it's not about how much coins are out there; it's about how much is for sale in liquidity.
Yeah, but it's 3%, and there is 90%. So my question is, aren't you afraid? Because this is your money, and I don't say that I don't know the owner, So I don't know if he will be selling or not. I'm just asking because
absolutely,
if I will be giving my money to some chain, and there will be one person who can decide if my money lost 100% or nothing.
Sure. Well, you're going to have these in almost every single coin, right? You're going to have these large holders in Binance. Did you know that Binance, right? They own about 90% of all the BNB token.
How?
The Binance account, the Binance company.
How?
Well, they do. I mean, they used to actually say that all 90% was locked in their Binance wallet. Then what they did is they distributed the coins to a bunch of sister accounts, or let's say daughter accounts.
Yeah.
And so it looks more distributed, but the Binance company still owns a large percentage, just like Chainlink, right? If you hold Chainlink, the founder Sergey owns about 40% of the coins.
Yeah.
Right. What if he dumps? You're going to have these founders. Okay, fair enough. I think at the end of the day, the people making bets on Pulse Chain are just assuming that large holder will not murder the price.
Yeah, of course, but this is their assumption.
Well,
I will share my screen. Yeah, this is it. So this is Binance BNB distribution.
Right, and so it didn't used to look like this a couple years ago.
Really?
A couple years ago, it was very evident that there was 90% of the coins held in Binance exchange wallets. So even look at one of the.
Isn't because they were minting Bitcoins?
Sorry?
Isn't that because they were minting Bitcoins?
Well, they've just held all the coins because they run a centralized exchange, right? And then that's where most of their liquidity comes from. It's their own coins that they printed. Now, I think things have become more distributed as they created Binance Smart Chain and all that. But look at, let's say, the Binance hot wallet number 6. Okay, they hold 19,000. Yeah, they hold $11 million of coins. Right, and that's just one holder, right? What if they dump all the coins, right, in one click? Any of these projects, I know it's like Pancake Swap and a lot of other things right now, but I just will say, in the earlier days of Binance, you did have a very large centralized. And are you on BSC scan, or is this right? Okay, let's look at Ether scan, BNB. See, this all changed once they created their own blockchain, but the holders here, I could send you this in the chat really quick. Do we have a chat? Yes, we do. Here we go. Right, so this is the BNB token on the Ethereum blockchain. You can see, the top 10 accounts hold over probably 50% of all the coins.
Yeah.
But the reason that people don't dump them is because why would anybody want to nuke their own project?
Yeah, of course. Why would they? Anyway, people are doing it every day.
Well, smaller projects, yes, they definitely have the risk of rug pulls. If you're looking at a meme coin and you see 90% of the supply in one wallet, yes, that's very concerning. So absolutely, I agree with you there. But these more serious, larger scale projects, typically I'm not as worried about the larger accounts because the founders are public figures. The founders don't want to kill the golden goose.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought about some bankman.
Yeah.
Public figure number 1.
Gotta be careful who you trust.
I'm not comparing the Pulse Chain, owners to some bankman, but anyway.
Right. I don't believe that, the founder Richard Hart is an evil villain.
I don't believe it too. I'm not saying it.
Yeah. No, but you're right.
I remember the time when some bankman, was flying around the world, to different places. I was watching his TikToks, etc., stupid things. And even Nas Daily recorded a video about him. The most
humble guy.
Humble billionaire, crypto billionaire.
Fucking bullshit.
No, crazy.
He drives a Toyota. Look at how humble he is.
And he was still playing his role after all. Still in the role. Until the end.
Right. Well, did you lose any money in FTX?
No, I haven't, and moreover, I alarmed my community to leave FTX if they have any tokens or any FTT tokens, etc. Because we are monitoring internet, and when there is any kind of situation that somebody is tweeting something, or there is there is some kind of news which may impact the prices, the Max Data App community is notified about it at first, because we have such tools to monitor internet behaviors.
Cool.
And we were pretty soon knowing that something is happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. It's good that you alerted everybody, because technically speaking, it was I guess it wasn't Sam Bankman-Fried that sold the FTT token. It was all the investors sold it because they were scared that they heard a rumor that, you know, from CZ, he was saying that FTT is not liquid, and so everybody dumped it. But yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried, still a scammer, still playing with other people's money when he shouldn't have been. So you got to watch out for these centralized middlemen, like these exchanges, right? He convinced a lot of people. He convinced Tom Brady. He convinced a lot of famous people. I was lucky enough not to fall for it, just because I don't use centralized exchanges. But that's why real DeFi is
pretty wise decision. Anyway, you are using something which is centralized, particularly.
Centralized economically, I believe, is different than centralized technically. From a technical, so for example, there's 50,000 pulse chain validator nodes all across the world. It can't be shut down, in the sense of the network would be very, very hard.
Yeah.
Sorry?
30,000.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, kind of like Ethereum. I mean, it's only going to become more distributed over time. I think Ethereum has like almost 1 million nodes right now. Now, of course, some of these are locked in.
Nodes?
Well, yeah, 1 million validators. Now a lot of these are rocket
when
pool
I check it's something like 13,000 or 30,000, something like this.
In Ethereum?
Maybe I was checking on the wrong side.
Potentially. Let's see. On the beacon, the validators today total is 1,014,000 on beacon chain. See, I could show you in the chat. That's the on-chain Ethereum metrics for validators.
Let's share the screen. Validators, 1 million. Okay, so what is the definition of validator here?
So this is people just staking 32 ETH, right? But the problem with this Ethereum number is that so many of these validators are locked in Lido or Rocket Pool. And these are centralized, semi-centralized staking services. So it's still highly decentralized, right? But the best way to decentralize the network is to run your own individual validator. Now, many people opt to do Rocket Pool and stuff like that because it's just easier. They don't have to run their own hardware. But yeah, Ethereum is very decentralized technically. And every single coin out there is going to have some degree of economic centralization, you know, including Bitcoin. Yeah,
but Bitcoin less among any other crypto asset. Anyway, you know, we are here to talk. You know, I'm still listening and happy to be more wise after all.
Well, I mean, you just look at the you can look at the Bitcoin rich list, right?
Yeah.
You can see here. I'll send this one over. Bitcoin, yeah, of course, it's decentralized, but I believe that the technical decentralization is more important than economic.
Bitcoin, you mean?
Yes. You can see 99% of Bitcoin is owned in the top 45% of addresses.
99% of Bitcoin, where is it? Yeah, here. This one?
Yes.
No.
So you go down to the holders of, actually, you can see 90.
Yeah, here.
You can see 92% of Bitcoin is held by the top 1.8% of addresses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this isn't a problem, right? Because it's just because there's some rich people out there that could nuke the price with the click of a button. They typically don't want to hurt the chart because that kind of ruins the game for themselves and everyone else. So the ideal game theory is that even the whales, they don't all sell at the same time, and they don't all sell, their entire stacks at the same time.
Most of the times, yes, and that's why we are here to feel that somebody won't just drag the price down, pull the price down.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway,
the Winklevoss,
if there is a situation like with FTX or different situations. So about Bitcoin, let's talk about Bitcoin. What do you think about Bitcoin right now? We are after halving, fourth halving. Do you feel that we are going in next couple of months sideways, upwards, downwards? What do you do?
This time is a different cycle, unlike anything we've ever seen, because Bitcoin had a peak before the halving. Bitcoin has never topped before the halving, so that's very cool. Now it makes me question. I wonder if the 4-year cycle is still intact. We have no reason to think otherwise, because it's every single 4 years for the past 15 or 12, 16 years, we've had the typical 4-year cycle. But we've never seen Bitcoin top before the halving. We've also never seen this stage of maturity with Ethereum, with Bitcoin ETFs. So Bitcoin ETFs are a big game changer. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if, and I'm just guessing, right? But if I had to make a prediction, I could see Bitcoin maybe at about 100K by the end of the year, but I don't see it doing a blow off top or a crazy high parabolic run until maybe mid to late 2025. And of course, this is just a guess, so take this with a grain of salt. But typically, I'm hesitant to say that we can just use the same old metrics and the same 4-year cycle because of just the paradigm shift. The ETFs, you've got the Ethereum ETF coming, you've got this theory of the 65-month liquidity cycle, you've got a new election in the USA coming up. Maybe we need a pro-crypto candidate in the USA. Maybe that would change things up. You've got BlackRock filing for the Ethereum ETF. BlackRock, they usually get what they want, so that would unlock massive potential for Ethereum. Now Bitcoin, I guess I wouldn't be surprised to see it fluctuate between 60K and 100K for the rest of the year. And I think 2025 we get our second pump. Some people call it a super cycle, maybe. Call it whatever you want. I just believe that there's a decent chance that this cycle might be extended. What about you?
So I would like to show you something.
Sure.
And I will show you the chart that I drew 7 months ago. I drew this line, this yellow line, believe it or not, but I drew it 7 months ago when BTC was at $26,000. It was in October 2023. So currently, after the 7 months, we are going almost perfectly with that line. I draw it like this because I was speculating about the halving. And as you can see, the highest point here is just exactly pointing the halving moment at around $70,000. So my prediction until this day, I'm quite happy about it, because I bought Bitcoin before much lower, fortunately, but I was holding it until these days. So I'm trying to find the answer and think about it.
So you're saying if this fractal plays out, we could go dip as low as 30,000?
It seems like this.
Wow.
So, but I was drawing it, 7 months ago, and I was calculating about ETFs, about halving, etc. And so right now, it's funny thing. This is not my prediction, by the way. Today, I'm not saying that this will happen. I'm just showing it to you that until today it is pretty accurate. What will happen? I would like to, I would like to know what will happen.
That's a good. I mean, it's a. I believe in fractals a lot of the times. The past. I know people say, oh, past performance is not indicative of future performance, but that's all we have. All we have is pattern recognition.
Let's look at NUPL. You know this chart, right?
I actually do not. What is NUPL?
Oh, it's easy. It's one of the most well-known on-chain data metric around the crypto world. So NUPL, I will.
What does it stand for?
Show it here, and I will write NUPL, and I will go to the English. Okay. So NUPL is net unrealized profit and loss indicator. This allows to access whether the current price of Bitcoin is overvalued or undervalued.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
This is by analyzing the difference between unrealized profit and unrealized loss in the Bitcoin network, indicating whether the majority of network participants are in state of or profit or loss. So I of course I know what is this, so I don't need to read this, but I wanted you to to see the text. So let's look at this here, and I will draw the line from. Yeah, it's correct. So right now I will double click here, and I will draw vertical lines through every moment this down this trend line was crossed. So these moments.
Okay. I like this metric
Check
because it gives
you.
Sorry.
You see this, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that is eerily similar to. Well, this is cool. This shows you the wealth effect of people when they're in unrealized profit. That's the top historically. This is crazy. So if we hit the
so do you want me to send you a message when we will enter this line again?
Yes, please.
I will do it. Wait a sec. I will do like this. Add alerts on this line. So net unrealized profit and loss crossing this line, trend line, maybe red color and trigger every time, or maybe not crossing, maybe greater than even. It will be better. Send a notification every 2 hours, and save, back and run. And right now I will do only like this. This is the alerts, publish, and the market top by NUPL.
Wow, this is some serious alpha right here.
The market top by NUPL crossing trend line. All right, and publish. All right, so it's right here. This is public alert, and I will open it in a new card. So here we are. This is it, and I will send it to you right now. So you can just click and subscribe it, and when we will cross the line, you will be notified.
Dude, this is awesome.
And this is awesome. Yeah, I assume.
I'm gonna. Do you mind if I tweet this out?
Beg your pardon, once again.
So how much is the subscription for this?
how much is the subscription. If you
How much
want
does it cost?
to subscribe the lowest package is $19 and the highest is 270. And in the 270 there are plenty of different things like trading automations combined with these alerts and many different things. And the lowest is alerts and many other things. I would like to show you something more.
Okay. Yeah, I just subscribed. So
Yeah, just subscribed, yes?
nice.
Okay, I see that not only you subscribed with this alert, but also another person, because here are 3 followers right now. So you subscribe it, and someone also subscribed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Somebody's watching.
Yeah, people are watching. So I will show you something even more interesting. Let's go to another chart. This one. Do you know a relative strength index? Do you know what?
Yeah, I know RSI. Yeah.
I of course you know RSI. It was pretty obvious that you know it. So I just asked the question not because I know that everyone know RSI. Yeah.
Almost everyone.
Everyone. So if everyone knows something, most of the times it isn't valuable.
Good point.
Because everybody is using the same thing. And if everyone is using the same cards, it's most of the time it isn't working. And I will put it to scale L, right? Okay, so let's create a relative strength index here to BTC. Okay, maybe. Okay, so this is relative strength index, yes? This yellow thing.
Sure.
And this is not relative strength index, this line. This isn't indicator. This is data in real time. So what is the difference between data and what is the difference between data and indicator? So indicator, like this one below, is calculating on the data.
Mm-hmm.
So we are taking, for example, 14 candles, previous candles, and calculating this chart. Calculating it using this data from Bitcoin. But this thing isn't any kind of indicator. This is data in real time from exchanges. What this is showing? So this is showing buy and sell pressure from the biggest exchanges in real time. How to understand it? There's a level 50, and this level, 50 level, is neutral. So there is no high sell pressure and no high buying pressure. Everything above is huge sell pressure. Everything below is huge buy pressure. Let's go to 1 hour.
Okay.
It seems pretty similar, right? It looks pretty similar at the first glance.
Right.
But when you look closer, you will see the little differences, which are really important. For example, here, let's just look at this. Relative strength index is showing the overbought this point already.
Mm-hmm.
Data in real time is showing overbought, right? But not as much as here, which was much, much bigger. And there are plenty of different moments that you can analyze by yourself, of course, and you will see that most of the times this is much more accurate. Let's even go to maybe even more precise data, because we have this different. You can look at this in different ways. Move to new panel below, right, and candles. Okay. So we are looking for, of course, for the moments when this data is going really low to the lowest points, or really high to the highest points. So how we can use it and how we can compare it with, for example, this alert that I already sent you, this alert for NUPL. So imagine that, for example, the price of Bitcoin is going over. I will load the chart. NUPL. Imagine that the price of Bitcoin is going over this line, and you are getting an alert. But then there is a time frame, for example, day time frame. You want to be selling your Bitcoin. You want to be notified, not when the price is going up and down and up and down, and you're just selling at the random time during the day. You want to sell it at the top, at the precise top. I mean, the price is going up, the price is high, and the selling pressure is high. So what you can do, you can add, for example, this metric right here. You can go to the lower interval, like for example 1 hour interval. You can just click whenever you want, for example at the high points, like this was really high and the price was changing its course from this points 68, and create alert at this level. Crossing, less than, greater than buy sell pressure, this point, red. Okay, all right, every time, save and run. Okay, so you are getting a notification. Let's do like this. All right, this is here. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So right now you created two different alerts, and you can wait until the NUPL will be crossed. And you can wait until you will get an alert from this indicator. But you can also combine these two alerts into one. Right here, create. And what you can do is that you can combine two alerts into one. So you can create so-called pro alert. What does it mean, pro alert? Pro alert is a combination of two or more alerts into one. So you will be notified not only when NUPL will be crossed, but when NUPL will be crossed, and there will be at the same point a huge selling pressure on the market. So you will be notified probably, precisely at the point, at the local point, local top, and the global top because of that. So add condition, the last one, and the second last one. There's of course much more. I already created plenty of different alerts and pro alerts, but we need right now only 2. And like this, I can again create a pro alert, pro notification with no expiration date. And they have to be met in 1 hour time window. Okay, all right. Create and run. Nice. So I already have it on my list right here. But I can send you something which I created already before, previously. The peak of the bull market is approaching. This is really interesting. So I will send it to you. I'm sending it in the comments.
Okay.
Of this video, under this video, and I will send it also in the private message. And the bull market is approaching, and possible bull market peak. This is also interesting.
Great. Just subscribed. This one's already got 61 followers.
Yeah, and these alerts, one of these is also using data of Bitcoin's reserve on exchanges. It's probably this one. Sell orders, Bitcoin, real-time sell orders from major exchanges. Yeah, this one is also interesting for a peak.
Okay.
And there are plenty of other pro alerts like this. I will show you something more. This will be last one.
Okay.
I will just show you the way how precise this is. So I created a pro alert that is including a huge buying pressure on exchanges, and combined with long-term holders indicator, wallets that are holding Bitcoin for a long time, but they are not selling Bitcoin. So they are not selling.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this alerts, and I have a list of my notifications. I got it here on my first. So as you can see, there are plenty of dots, like circle one. Circles are alerts, are just simple alerts, and squares are pro alerts. So here, this one, and this is in Polish, not translated, but never mind. Look at the date and look at the time. My first, 7 p.m. 16 minutes after 7 p.m. So this one is right like this one. 7 p.m. my first. Let's find this point. Just here.
Oh yeah, caught the dip pretty good.
At the ideal bottom, and I will go to the 1 minute interval. And 1 minute interval. Go to. Okay. So on 1 minute interval, it is precisely here. No. Here. Oh, Yeah, just at this point.
Well, damn.
So this is the difference between a simple alert just on a price changes and percent changes, and combining things, combining with on-chain data, exchange data, etc. So this is huge because TradingView, nobody has it right now.
Cool. This is this is awesome.
And what is more interesting, and this is my final thought. I'm sorry. Okay, can I finish?
Of course.
Let's look at this. So if I am creating any kind of alert, and especially pro alert, I'm trying to backtest it. So this is it. Possible 6% increase in BTC in 6 days after withdrawal of liquidity. No, this is not. It's not this. It's not this one. Yeah, it's this. This is it. Possible 6% increase in BTC in 9 days after accumulation by holders. So how can I be sure that that after this kind of notification there will be possible of 6% increase in BTC in exactly 9 days, not 10 days, not 5 days, but 9 days.
Wow.
How I can be so sure? By backtesting it. I can backtest it, and I can know. Just look at this. Let's go to the backtest. Let's go to the more information about this pro alert. New card. Okay, so this is it. What we can see here is the result of this backtest. We can see here that this backtest was checking data from the beginning of the year, so around 5 months. It was triggered 26 times. So 26 times, yes, and most of the times the price after the pro alert. So here is the pro alert trigger. It was triggered right here. Most of the times the price went up 3% in 6 days, 6% in 8 days, etc. And these two lines are median and average price change before and after the pro alert. Let's go to the lowest interval. So we can understand how the price will react statistically. The price will statistically react like this. Average price change is blue one, median is green one, and the central point is the point when the alert is statistically triggered. So when you are getting this kind of notification, you can just go to the page of this notification, of this alert or pro alert, and check the statistics or do statistics by yourself. You can backtest it by yourself. But here you have data. You know that this isn't an opinion, and this isn't an opinion too, because I can change it only by clicking here, and this is changing.
This is very compelling.
Yeah, I'm sending it to you also if you want.
Very convincing. I appreciate the free alpha.
Yeah, no.
I'm data, when you compound all the metrics, it seems to work well.
Nice.
I'm not a trader, but these are longer term trends, and everybody's wondering when is it going to be the top of Bitcoin. So seems like a pretty good tool here. maxdata.app.
Yeah, man. I would love to talk with you in another video. Maybe another month we can jump on the video and analyze the market again.
Yeah, let's see how these play out in a couple.
This is our first video, so we talk about our projects a lot, about pulse chain, etc. But I hope that in another video we will talk more about different things, you know.
Absolutely. I'll talk about whatever. Crypto is that's the most interesting thing happening in the world right now.
I have to finish right now because I have a video conference in 15 minutes because there is ChatGPT new features coming out in 15 minutes, updates.
Oh.
And that's why I am speculating on WorldCoin.
Oh shit! Okay.
Because you know WorldCoin may pump, and it's already pumping right now. Nice.
Yeah,
Just before the conference. Just before the conference. Look at this.
There, you were right.
Just before the conference. Yes. In 15 minutes, we will see what they have.
Maybe buy the rumor, sell the news.
Buy the rumor, sell the news. Especially, exactly.
There you go. Good luck with that, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Matt, for being here. Have a great day, and see you soon. May the bull market be with us. And go to Matt's
Crypto Coffee 369.
Yes, that's
on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
This is it. This is great girls, and great man. Smash the like button. And okay.